According to the activity for this week, in order to resolve the different questions, the first one, which political system will have this country and why reason? This new nation should function in a direct democracy. I consider systems like communism, dictatorship, and monarchy have been failing due to advance of individual freedoms as a result of revolutions and social demands through the times. In addition, with the technology, it is possible to account with the participation of people in important decisions from policy. In contrast with it, both the representative democracy and the republic have allowed abuse and social inequity. Second question asks what kind of benefits will have in this country the elderly. Elderly people are persons in a vulnerable stage because the health could fail and depending on the lifestyle there is possible to be living with a physical exhaustion. Nonetheless, they can provide with their knowledge and experiences a strong basis for society. For that, in a 6 months period, they will have been experimenting their importance through the linking on special groups, gold and light, with a variety of activities like exercise, aerobics, reflection meetings, a sports club, and the volunteers group to service for the frailest of them. Next question. What industries will this country try to develop? Well, in this country, people will be increasing the advancement of two particular industries the most. First one will be the urban agriculture, and the second one, the technologic implementation in the different levels of education. Obviously, it should continue working the factories for clothes, the agribusiness, and the variety needs for daily routine in home. However, the idea is reducing the industrial consumption and to retake the natural way of supply our needs. For sure, when this country is working, people will have enjoyed a better healthy and economic way to supply our foods.
Will you give an allowance for unemployed people? Yes, I consider government cannot ignore the implementation of policies related with troubles and difficulties of people, and one of them is the unemployment. However, people will have understood the importance of effort, discipline, constancy, and the developing of an activity to contribute with a good growing of a society. In order to gaining it, the allowance will be delivered with a support program in values and training. In the sixth delivery of the allowance, people will have promoting themselves spontaneously to develop a make of living.
What kind of immigration policy will be there? I consider we will not be totally both aggressive nor too flexible in regards to immigrants. There will be controls in the state in order to socialize our good culture, food, history, and the functioning of the country, and also time limited to visitors with the possibility to prolong the permission just in case the economic moment allow it. With an education program, native people will have interested in different values and also respecting the foreigners, teaching them about the importance of maintain a suitable number of persons living in here. What policies will you implement in regards to education and health? Bearing in mind the projection of this society as an independent and developing country, there will be necessary to strengthen the institutions in charge of education and health. It will be established as a law of the formal education known as high school for all, bachillerato. But not only through the traditional way, but including of methods as the virtual formation or the homeschooling. At the end of this preliminary formation, young people will have been preparing for a basic job and will have visualized the possibility to continue training in a professional or technical manner. On the other hand, my policy about health will demonstrate the importance of taking action in prevention. The first step will be organizing a subject of topics related with foods, exercise, mental state, healthy habits, and in order to be included in the education program from childhood. The second part will be in charge of the health professionals that bring service to people with quality and with a human sensitivity. What will have happened after this, after 3 years of having implemented those policies? After these 3 years, as I commented, people will have participating with interest and conviction in the creation of laws for society. And that will occur because each home will accounted with a space through the lawmakers of their preferences. The second one of the most important results of these policies is that families will have sowing its own food from their houses. Like this, we will have learned about the primary concept of the source of food and reducing besides the a high percent of cost of the personal costs, and with that the levels of contamination. For young people, it will be a great moment to be productive and feel as constituent part of the society. This segment of the population will have been linking to labor and educative areas with a clear mind concerning a project of life is. This important policy will have decreased the unemployment together with the rates of the crime on the streets. Finally, there will have been transforming in a closer relation the link between childs or teenagers with the elderly people. How I described before, this could be a great basis for the new society because families will have valued and stimulated the older population as an expression of gratitude and respect. By then, they won't have begging on the streets for food, clothes, a roof.